Hey, what's goody, Frye gang? Two things before I start the video. First, I know I said in the last video that this video wouldn't be so shitty and wouldn't be so low effort in quality, but I said that expecting to feel better because I was not feeling well at all when I made that video a couple days ago, and I feel even worse now, mentally and physically. More of a mental thing, but regardless, I thought I'd feel better by now and I don't. But, you know, I still gotta make the video. So the video after this one will be a lot better because that one's been recorded for a couple of days now. I just need to edit it together. And then second, this video is just going to be a lot more opinionated than I usually am. I usually like to stray away from giving my full-on opinion because people are very sensitive and get offended by everything nowadays, and it's just a headache to deal with, so I try not to. But I don't care anymore. When I don't feel well, I just stop caring. So I don't care. Full opinion coming out here, and you can cry in the comments and on Twitter if you want. But for the topic of this video, I'm gonna just come out off rip and say it. Foamstars is sad. It's pathetic. All right, I said it. Someone had to say it. People have been saying it. I know y'all have seen it by now. Everyone's talked about it, about Foamstars, how it's a Splatoon knockoff, ripping off Splatoon, da 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 da. And I mean, come on, let's not bullshit and act like we don't see it. This is very clearly a Splatoon imitation. This game was created because it was trying to ride off of the same success that Splatoon did. And first of all, I don't really even understand that mentality anyway. Trying to copy something else, trying to copy this thing that something else had already done and became very popular for, trying to copy that and achieve the same success. That doesn't really make any sense. Why would I want this thing that is copying this other thing that I already have that is much better? That doesn't really make a whole lot of sense to me. But regardless, it's very easily noticeable. This is obviously an imitation of Splatoon. All right, there's a difference between imitation and inspiration. Sea of Stars was inspired by Chrono Trigger. Foamstars, ironic, is an imitation of Splatoon. Okay, they are not the same thing. And if you can't see that, then yeah, you deserve to get disconnected every time you get lead in Splatoon 3. And I'm not gonna get into the whole thing about how Foamstars is just an imitation of Splatoon, especially Splatoon 3, because we all saw how massively popular Splatoon 3 was at launch, and obviously people would want to try to copy that and achieve the same success that 9 times out of 10 just does not work. And it's kind of weird coming from Square, considering they're known for making JRPGs. And as far as I know, they haven't made a shooter before, a third-person shooter. And even if they have, this case is different, all right? Not only was it surprising that Square Enix, of all people, come out with a third-person shooter, this is, and it's not just any third-person shooter either. This one where we use all of these different guns based on other things, all these fantastical guns to shoot out foam, to surf on as a faster way to move around the map. Gee, I sure do wonder where they got that idea from. Sounds very similar to Splatoon, where we shoot ink out of these fantastical weapons based on other things to swim in the ink to move around the map a lot faster, okay? Let's not act like the similarities aren't there. And sure, yeah, they could be similarities, but I'm gonna play a clip here from a video by Prez. Now, if y'all are in my Discord, y'all know who Prez is. He's one of the mods of my server, and he's one of the 2 people I'm very close with. I have like 2 very close friends. He's one of them, known him since high school. He's the homie. But I'm going to play a clip from his video, which y'all should definitely go watch, by the way, just to kind of refresh your memory a little bit.
Here, I probably haven't made it as clear as I possibly could have. So we're going to take a small, short break from this review, and we're going to shift back to the announced trailer, and I will show you as many fucking Splatoon ripoffs as I possibly can. All right? Let's do this. Let's go over it.
showtime!
All jokes aside, ladies and gentlemen, there's one more game mode that this reviewer hasn't gone through yet, and it looks pretty interesting. I hope it's original. It looks pretty original, but yeah, let's just take a look at it. We can just wrap it up and call it there.
While I had fun with Smash the Star, my favourite mode without a doubt is Rubber Duck Party. Teams of 4 battle it out to capture a wildly oversized rubber duck and escort it as far as they can towards the other team's
Wait, it's just fucking tower control!
Ready for the Foamstar party?
Yeah, it's that much stuff, guys. I'm not even making that up. I wasn't even trying to exaggerate it for the fucking joke. That is legitimately how much Splatoon content was in that one trailer.
And that's not even the main topic of the video. And a sentiment that Prez holds is that Foamstars is a scam. Now, I wouldn't go and say that it is a scam, but more of like a cheap cash grab, all right? This game is not original, all right? Let's not bullshit. Although, yes, everything in Splatoon was not invented by Nintendo. Squids were not invented by Nintendo, but we all see that Foamstars is very clearly trying to do the same thing Splatoon did, but put its own spin on it, all right? And why do I think that it could be a cash grab? Well, look at this screenshot right here. Do you see anything wrong with this? Why in the hell are these skins $45? These skins are $45, all right? That is outrageous. I don't think I've ever seen any game charge this much for like a microtransaction for a skin. Now, yes, it does come, it is a bundle and it comes with multiple things, but they're all just skins. They're literally all just skins. This is 3/4 of the price of Splatoon 3. I could buy Splatoon 3 1.5 times for the price of this singular skin bundle right here. This little bundle for a singular character that I've heard people say is AI generated. Now, I'm not going to give my opinion on that, as I'm not knowledgeable enough. Like, I'm not a graphic designer or anything, so I can't really tell the difference between AI art and like real human art, at least when it comes to actual drawings and stuff like this. Now, a real person, like a real picture, I'd be able to tell if it's AI or not if I looked at it hard enough and for long enough. But I can kind of see where people are coming from saying these are AI. These are very painfully generic designs. All right, it does kind of look like only AI would come up with something this generic. And even Melty over here looks like the Switch Sports girl. All right, so if it wasn't already bad enough. And the thing is, not just that these skins are $45, but the skins cost more than the actual game itself. Now, right now, Foamstars is free to play, but only for people who have PS Plus until March 5th. That's when the game actually comes out. I think right now it's just early access. So you can only play it if you have PS Plus. And if you don't, you just gotta wait till March 5th. That's when the game officially comes out, and it will be $30. So how the hell are the skins cost more than the actual game itself? Like, come on, we can all see that this is very easily doesn't really have any passion behind it. All right, there's so many things that are very, very similar to Splatoon. I think they're adding a new mode that is basically just tower control. Now that's not an original idea, mind you, by Nintendo, but come on, let's not pretend, right? It's very clear that this game is made just as a quick money maker, because it's trying to imitate the success of Splatoon, which was very, very successful, at least in Japan. And then all of these microtransactions, and there's also a season pass you can buy, which is $6, I think. And there is a new season every 5 weeks. So roughly every month there will be a new season, which means it's basically a subscription game. If you want the battle pass or season pass, $6 a month for that, which is, it's fine if you want to pay for that. Mind you, I don't have an issue. If anyone wants to play Foamstars, go ahead. That's your choice. You want to play it, that's fine. But that's not going to keep me from shitting on the game. And I don't typically just go around calling games cash grabs. I actually hate that term when people just go and call anything a cash grab. But I feel like this might actually be one. With how much money you kind of have to spend for this game. $30 for the actual game itself, $6 for a season pass that refreshes every month, and then $45 just for a skin pack. Like, not even Genshin is this greedy, okay? God damn. And like, I'm a huge Genshin player. I love Genshin, and not even Genshin is this greedy. It's insane. And like, I don't want to hear people say anything about Nintendo being greedy anymore, charging $20 a year for an online service when you can get 2 years of online from Nintendo for the same price as the singular pack, the singular skin pack. That is outrageous. I don't want to hear anything about Nintendo being greedy. This is sad. If you like Foamstars and want to play Foamstars and buy all of this, the season pass and these $45 skin, that's your decision. Go ahead, cool, do whatever you want. But let's not sit here and pretend like this isn't just some cheap knockoff to gain a couple extra bucks. Now, I have seen some people say that this is just an attempt to drum up drum up attention for Square Enix in a quick cash grab, because they think that Square Enix is becoming irrelevant compared to Nintendo, which I don't agree with. Square Enix is one of, if not the biggest JRPG powerhouses. All right, a lot of the best and well-known JRPGs were created by Square Enix, and that's almost exclusively what they do. When you think of JRPGs, Square Enix is kind of the first thing that comes to mind. They are one of the biggest game developers out there, so I don't think they're going irrelevant or bankrupt or anything. But I do think it's weird that of all things to mimic, it would be Splatoon. I understand it's Splatoon is like very popular, but Square of all people is kind of weird to see. They don't make shooters. Now, mind you, neither does Nintendo, but at least Nintendo had an original idea. This is very clearly just Splatoon, but for an older audience. I really don't know what they were thinking when they made this, or what the thought process was. I have seen a lot of people call it Splatoon for straight people, which I think is pretty funny, which, I mean, they're not wrong. But yeah, I don't know what Square was thinking when they made this. This is very clearly just not a passion project. Let's just say that. It's very clearly not a passion project. So Square, please just stick to JRPGs and not trying to copy what Splatoon did. That'd be nice. But yeah, that's it. I don't want to rant anymore. This video will be probably a lot longer than it should be, but I don't care. Whatever. I don't feel well, so I don't care. Yeah, that's really about it. Next video will be a lot more tame and higher quality, I guess. It's a fun video I've been wanting to put out for a while, so look forward to that. But yeah, that's it. Stay safe. See you next mission and play some goddamn Splatty. Not Foamstars.